Good morning, friends. United Methodist Church on this beautiful day as we come to worship God. There's some announcements on this afternoon at 3 p.m. on the Memphis Annual Conference and the Tennessee Annual Conference. Coming pretty soon, the Tennessee, Kentucky conferences will be having a anti-racism worship service today on YouTube and Facebook at 3 o'clock p.m. Revolution to Rebellion. And there we'll have 4 bishops of our Methodism, the AME bishop, the AME Zion bishop, and the CME bishop, and also the United Methodist bishop will be giving short talks about the climate and what's going on in America today. And you can tune in on YouTube or Facebook, or you can go to the Memphis Annual Conference webpage and get more information. If you do need another link, please contact me by email, and I can forward on to you. I believe most of you should have received that by email from the church the other day. Also, we're preparing to reopen with in-person worship, hopefully by the last Sunday toward the end of July. And so the trustees and the church council are also working aggressively to make sure everything is prepared. And you will be receiving information and the guidelines of what's expected of us as worshipers when we return to in-person worship. And also, we will be requiring everyone to wear a mask and social distancing, so that'll make worship a little bit different. Also, I want us to keep in our mind what's going on in our climate, that if you are not registered to vote, please register. And if you are registered to vote, please make sure you vote this coming fall and any other elections that we are having in the Shelby County area. Also, I want to announce that Sister Darcy McCann's sister is very ill, so keep the McCann family in prayer. And one of our own members, Joyce Little Carr, she is in Memphis South, and I invite you to keep her in your prayers. Also, we do have the upper rooms available, and if you wish to pick up a copy, just give me a call here at the church and let me know when you're available to come by. Thank you. Let us prepare to worship God. Hear the call of worship. How long, O Lord? How long must we hold on to this pain? How long will the aches of our souls have power over our hearts? How long must we bear the weight of worry, of guilt, and sorrow? Move beyond the past that holds us captive. We will move forward despite the scars. May God's steadfast love heal our spirits. May God's love, steadfast love, help us to discover the road to salvation. Let us sing with renewed voices. Let us sing of divine generosity. I will live with thanksgiving in my heart. I will enter in praise. This is the day that the Lord has made. He has made me glad. He has made me glad. I will rejoice, for He has made me glad. He has made me glad. I will rejoice, for He has made me glad. I will enter His gates He has made me glad. 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 I will rejoice. Let us join together as we come to our prayer confession. Almighty God, the sins before us in our lives, we confess the Savior Jesus Christ. God, there are times when we get too busy, but even to say thank you, too busy to ask you. God, we confess before you that we must slow down so that we can hear your voice, so that we can be guided by your Holy Spirit. We see so many things going on around us, but yet we think it doesn't, even when it does. So God, we confess our sins before you. Our God that has forgiven us. Come before thee of this sacred heart. Cleanse in Christ Jesus, we pray. In our tithe and offering, our gifts for the church to be in mission and ministry. I want to thank each of you who have, while we have not been able to have in and during this pandemic, we know that some churches have returned to in-person worship. And we know that the numbers are areas of our country, and we know that they have to make some more restrictions. And so if we could do all to help slow, flatten the curve, as they say, of the virus. The virus is real one. All the person in the medical profession. I know right now there's a battle between politicians and medical science. But when you're sick, you don't go to a car mechanic. When you're sick, you go to a physician. And so we don't go to our congressman or to our mayor when our back is hurting, our feet is hurting. We go to a physician. And so let us listen also to what the physicians are saying in medical science, and let politicians step aside so that we can bring healing to the body. And with a healthy body, we can have a healthy economy. And I know there's a lot of discussions about whether or not to wear a mask, but the more at work we are, the slower it will be for us to get back to normal. And I know we have a lot of debates whether to or what not to. And I know in the Mid-South area there are a lot of different political streams. But let us do what we can, and let us care about the vulnerable. And the vulnerable now is all ages, not just the elderly, but it's also young people. And so let us do what we can do during this season here. And as we give our offerings, we want to thank you, as I said earlier. But let us also be a prayer so that we give of ourselves, so that we can keep one another healthy here in your home and in your community. Hear these prayers for our offering based on Matthew 10 and the 13th Psalm. Through the teachings of Jesus, the steadfast love of God, and the empowering winds of the Spirit, we have been taught to share what we have, our time, talent, and treasure, with those in need. As we serve our neighbors, we serve the Christ. In gratitude for many gifts, we celebrate God's call to care for the creation and boldly love the children of God. Let us now share in our gifts that empower the church to be in ministry. You can give online. You can mail the offering in, which many of you have been doing. And you can text your offering. And you can also give on your smartphone or your tablet with the app Give Plus. And that will directly deposit into the church fund, and you can designate those funds in which you want to support.
And tell the story that can go far and wide. It's a gift. It's a gift. How justice was our battle and how justice was denied. It's a gift. It's a gift. And say to those who blame us for the way we chose to fight, that sometimes there are battles that are more than black or white. And I did not put down my sword when justice was my right. Make them hear you. Know how and tell the story to your daughters and your sons. Make them hear you. Make them hear you. Tell them in house your boast, we were not the only ones. Make them hear you. Make them hear you. Your sword could be a sermon or the power of the pen. Teach every child to raise its voice and then my brothers stand. Will justice be demanded by 10 million righteous men? Make them hear you. When they hear you, only hear you.
Let us pray. we yearn to experience in our own lives what those believers in previous. We hate to believe with that they believe. We thirst that first which emboldened in our past to worship and serve you. That you would set our hearts on fire, creating us a whole kindle our spirits and ignite us, renewed faith, so that we might be led into the world to proclaim your wondrous love. Of a pandemic, into where some areas are settling down, and in some areas the numbers are beginning to rise. God, we continue to grow in our faith, how we interpret our faith, whether this pandemic or whether it's just airborne, whether it's not. God, help us to be able to learn from those minds, to study such endeavors to give of your people. We raise our prayers as well for our church. Forge in our midst to be your people and to seek to do your will in such a way that our community will God be for ourselves. Fan the flames of your spirit within us. You might not be half-hearted, but that we might commit ourselves to you with our whole heart, mind, and soul. All these things in the name of our Lord and Jesus Christ. Amen. Amen. It's coming from the scripture. Genesis 1 through 14. Story of Abraham. And after these events, God and said to him, Abraham. Abraham answered him, I'm here. Sarah, you love Isaac, and go to the land of Moriah, and offer him up as an entire burnt offering there on the mountain that I will show you. In the morning, harness his donkey and took together with his son Isaac. He split the wood for the fire to him. On the third day, Abraham looked up and saw the place at a distance. To his servants, stay here. The boy and I will walk up there, worship, and then come back to you. And took the wood for the entirely burnt and laid it on his son Isaac. He took the fire and the knife in his hand. Isaac said to his father, Abraham said, I'm here, my son. Isaac said, here's the fire, but where is the lamb for the entirely? Abraham said, the lamb for the entire burnt offering. God will see to it, my son. And walked on together. God had described to him. And Abraham built an altar there. And he tied up his son Isaac and laid him on the top of the wood. And then Abraham stretched out his hand and took the sacrifice. But the Lord's message from heaven. Abraham, Abraham. The messenger said, don't stretch out against the young man, and don't do anything to him. I know that you revere. Abraham looked up and saw a single ram caught by his horn in the distant undergrowth. And went over and took the ram, and all finally burned off instead of his son. Abraham named the place the Lord. The reason people today say one day the Lord is seen. As we worship today, I'd like to share writing the past, healthy future. Writing the past to have a future. Also based on Psalm 13, to where we hear that to me is not an example of Abraham and his son, but it gives us an understanding taking place and for us to be a people of faith, to be a people of understanding. You say, how long will you forget me, Lord? Forever. How long will you hide me? How long will I be left? How long, Lord? How long, Lord? How long? A lot of events have taken place in the United States for the past month. There have been many uprisings, many peaceful demonstrations, and some not so peaceful. But America's attention has been turned, and its greatest sin has its history of slavery that has produced deep racism, and to where we have had divide in our nation, where a nation, as it says in his book, The Tipping Point, there have been a lot of murders, black men and black women, and many have gone unsolved, and we have many police officers who have done wrong but continue to wear their uniform. That all police officers, all are not corrupt. But it only takes a few to mess up the whole force. Like coffee, and you just put a little bit of cream in the coffee. It changes, and it changes the way it looks. So a few bad cops makes the whole force a little suspect. And so it is being tested now. It is being tested by the citizens of the United States of America, of people of color, are also walking along with them. And they're also saying enough is enough. That is a new movement that is since the Ferguson movement with Michael Brown. It is one that has been in disrespect. As there's evil done to one of God's group of people, the whole and so to remove, some would say, history. And such as the flag of Mississippi. They're taking athletics to come along and get the attention of the state of Mississippi. So that is that great football power conference that said we will no longer hold events or playoffs or anything in the state of Mississippi until the flag is changed. And then some say, why would you mess with us? That flag is our heritage. Well, whose heritage? When the state is a little over 40% African American. And at one time in the state of Mississippi, as well as the state of South Carolina, there were more people of color than there were whites. And many have been driven out over the years out of their home state and to where their land was stolen from them. Because after the Civil War, some call it the war between the states. And so God has been testing us, as we see in this peculiar story of Abraham and Isaac, and to where God has Abraham to be tested about his faithfulness to God. And so his firstborn under Sarah, because as I shared last week, Ishmael is the firstborn, but Hagar was not his wife. And so his firstborn of Sarah is to be taken as a sacrifice. And so we find in the Genesis story that Abraham does what God calls him. Not a comfortable story. And he walks with his only son. He says, God, here I am. But his son walking along and saying, Father, where is the sacrifice? The father keeps walking. Walking, knowing as the story would have to have some ingrained places that did not get written down. But not wanting to tell his son, you are the sacrifice. Here's the wood. There is no lamb. He puts his son there and ready to strike. But God says, no, I know your heart now. But God never intended for Abraham to take his son Isaac. But it was an awesome way to see how faithful Abraham would be. Well, my friend, how faithful are we as people of God, loving one another, regardless of our skin tone, regardless of our economic concern, regardless of our academic ability. How are we? Are we like the Psalms? How long will you forget me, Lord, forever? How long will you hide your face from me? How long will I be left to my own wits? How long? How long will my enemy keep defeating me? Look at me, answer me, Lord my God, restore the sight to my eyes. Otherwise I'll sleep, the sleep of death. And of my enemy will I say I won. My foes will rejoice over my downfall. But I have trusted you in faithful love. My heart will rejoice in your salvation. Yes, I will sing to the Lord because he has been good to me. My friends, there's a time in America where we have to look at everything that has a case to where you're trying to hold people back. And so I ask the question, how do we help grind the monuments that stand in our capitals, in our parks, in our roadways, and become ground dust, so that the future and the truth about racism in America can be told, not out of the making of whites feeling uncomfortable or people of color not feeling ashamed of their history. The tipping point about race in America is here, and it needs to stay until it is dealt with in every sector of our nation. But God needs no sacrificial lambs now, because he has sent Jesus Christ.
who died for righteousness in the world. And so it's for us now to do what is right and not to hold on to those evil ways. The prayer of the South African pastor Alan Patton says this: let us not be afraid to defend the weak because of the anger of the strong. Help us not be afraid to defend the poor because of the anger of the rich. Show us where love, hope, and faith are needed, and use us to bring them to places of struggle. Open our eyes and our ears so that we may do the work given to us. Amen. To follow Christ is to be faithful to Christ. For in Genesis we find that Abraham is being faithful to God. And for us to be faithful to Christ, it means that we do not judge anyone by their skin tone. We don't judge one by their gender. We don't judge one by the lack of whatever they have or how much they have. We are people that God has created, and we have to learn in this world how to get along. And so when one wants to hold on to an evil heritage, something is wrong in America. To follow Christ is to be faithful to Christ. And because Abraham was faithful to God, God spared and showing that I have all power. God showing that I can show you a way. It is not your son to be sacrificed. There's a lamb there on this mountain. When you come talk to God, God can show you a way if you just be faithful to God. God is on the throne, my friend. Or we find that Abraham shows that he is doing what he is told, yet his heart was also for the life of his son. He listens to God and doing what he is told by God. His son Isaac listens to his father and is faithful to his father. God does intervene. And Abraham is instructed, bring no harm. The ultimate truth is, my friends, is obeying God. Being most faithful to God. Not faithful to a history. That is wrong. And sometimes we're more faithful to some things that have no more use to us. It's like sometimes we hold on to some things we don't need to hold on to. When I was cleaning out our office yesterday, I just put some things in another pile just to collect some more dust. And then when I almost tripped over it, I got upset with it, and I put it in the trash can. When I finally put it in the trash, after dusting it off and said this should have been thrown 10 years ago. But how we hold on to some things, thinking it's going to be useful. Well, a flag with the Confederacy doesn't need to be around today. Racism that holds people down doesn't need to be the order today. Poor policing, killing people, and then hiding the fact, and still patrolling the streets. And the way the fear and the trust of you has gone down the tube. Something is wrong. And God wants us to know that if we just try a new way, I can bring you a new way. If you just trust me and try me, I can prove to you that there is a better way. Thus, God does not take life. God gives life. And so we have to live in our times of our trials and our tribulations. Our nation is so divided right now on this issue of racism and policing. And right in the midst of a pandemic, we're in a world of confusion. I can hear the Temptation singing it right now. My friends, we are in a midst of confusion, whether to wear a mask or not wear a mask, whether to stay in or stay out, whether to be in somebody else's space. Some of us don't know what it means to be 6 feet away, and we live in a world where people are continuing to die. People are fearful. We live in a world that's stuck. But I want you to know there's always good news in the midst of all of the sadness. Our nation is divided. Have we lost our way when so many in our nation are concerned who gets to sit in a crowded bar? Something is wrong. Just to be able to sit in a crowded bar knowing that we can pass the virus, lay on the beach so that we can get a suntan, knowing that we'll go back and take the virus to our families, crowd our way into a nightclub at the risk of becoming infected by the coronavirus, only to spread it to more people. But yet we can't go into the hospital to be with our sick. We can't go to the hospital to be with our loved ones. We can't go to the nursing homes to be with our mothers and our fathers and our sisters and our brothers. But yet our selfishness keeps us, but yet we want to praise the Lord. And so the role of the church is to help us to understand that we are people of God's love in the Word, so that we can slow this down. God is trying to get our attention. And I believe that God has our attention. For God is in the midst of every activity that takes place in God's creation. God does not create these situations of evil among us to prove his way. God does not do that. God doesn't have to do evil things and get a point across. However, Walter Brueggemann says that God will not do our work. God will not do our work of justice, but God will see us through. God expects us to use our best equipped mind and let science, medical expert, analyst, mathematician, government, and good old common sense be able to make a difference in the world we live in today. I agree with Brueggemann. I agree with Brueggemann when it says that God will not do our work, but God equips us with the gift to be able to discern with the Holy Spirit what God calls us to do. Some going around saying God did this so that we can get it right. No, God didn't do all this. No. But God is there with us to be able to plan. God doesn't wish evil on us, but God gives us the way of how to work through it. And if we stay steadfast with God, God can work it out. I know many of you have been through some trials and tribulations, and I know some of you, if you were here in this sanctuary today, you can say, God, help me work it out, and God can make a way out of no way. God still is on the throne. God is still working in us. God expects us to use and be our best. So when Isaac asking the question, where's the ram? So the question I ask you today, what will you do? What will you do in the world today to make America a better place? Our president said he's going to make it great, but it ain't looking too great right now. In the midst of a bad economy, in the midst of a health crisis, in the midst of a lot of lies and trying to have turmoil, in the midst of poor policing, and in the midst of so many things going on around, demonstrations going all around, something is wrong. So the question is, what will we do, people of God, followers of Jesus Christ? Will we continue to pray like we've never prayed before? What will you do? Because Abraham had to do what God told him to do, but God intervened. God will help you to work it out. So if you follow God, God will follow you, and he'll show you that I got your back, but I also got your front. And so sometimes when we say get behind me, Satan say to you, look good in the back too. So we need to know that you just can't get Satan away, because when he gets behind you, he can just push you off the cliff. So I'd rather for Satan to be ahead of me so I can kick him in the rear end. Amen. Who will help me? Who will help us? I first want to say God will help you, because he already sent Christ to help you. God will give you the help that you need. All you have to do is, Father, I stretch my hands to thee. For there is no other help I know. Who will help you, my friend? I want you to know today, God will help you. God will help you with Jesus Christ. Who will harm you? In racism, you've been harmed. In our own community, we harm one another. In the old white community, they harm one another. And so soon as they talk about police brutality, they say, well, they kill each other, but that's not the point. When we can deal with evil in any evil's form. And what will you tell them? What will you tell them when they take down the flag and say, this is my family's heritage? Well, you just simply say, that's not my family's heritage. I can remember, and I'll tell this story to Dr. Fox is here with me today. There's a restaurant coming up at 61, Blue Plate Cafe. And there, Dr. Fox, when he told that story, he said, we couldn't eat there when we were coming along. Those kind of monuments, my friends, still stay with us when we can't go to them. I can remember as a little boy riding in the car from Philadelphia to North Carolina, my dad's hometown. He wouldn't go, but my mother and aunt would go. And you would see restrooms and water fountains saying white only and colored only. And I would wonder, why was it like that? Who would tell them? My friends, those kind of monuments stay in our way. And the way we were was not working for a lot of people. When I hear people say, we want to go back to normal. Well, the normal for you might have been okay, but it wasn't okay for me. It's like members used to tell me in my early days of preaching, when I used to say, let us go back to the good old days, and I had one good sister, I remember her just as clear today, and she walked to me, Reverend, that was a fine sermon. But she said, I don't want to go back to the old days. She said, I like a washing machine. I like indoor plumbing. She said, in the old days, I had to go outside to go to the bathroom. In the old days, we didn't have a washing machine. She said, I like these new days. She said, everything about the good old days wasn't so good to me. What will you tell them? The way we were was not working for a lot of people. Racism wasn't working for the people who were being harmed. To where there was a lack of education, a lack of opportunity, lack of job opportunities, lack of hospital care. And so the new imagination for a new way of living. God's kingdom is for everybody. It is one that includes us not by our skin color or the grade of our hair. It's by God and the world to where all of us may be able to enjoy the fruits of this world. Well, one doesn't have rule over another being. The new imagination for a new world is kind of like what Dr. King said in his dream. I have a dream that one day we will not be judged by our skin colors. And that dream is we're still working on it. Yet we have a lot of opportunity long since 1968, but we still have a standstill with something. So we've got to have new imagination. We still have poverty with us. We still have racism with us. So we still have faith, and God is still testing us. God is telling us to knock down some of those old monuments. Those old monuments that hold on to yesterday's ideas. Yesterday. A new imagination for a new way of living. And we have to learn how to live into the future. But God is not repeating the past. But God wants us to live into the future. That includes all of God's people. So, my friends, from law and order to keep the past is not the kingdom of God to be built. Law and order for only a group of people is not the kind of freedom that God is calling for. So I stand here today. If we don't clean up from the past, we will not have a glorious future. If we have a past that excluded people, and if it doesn't include people in the future, it'll be a hellish future. But God wants us to be able to say, look into the bushes of life. And I've got a new order for you today. And to where you can rise up and wake away and push away all of our evil ways. Monuments gotta come down. Flags of injustice gotta come down. When we want to hold on to evil, we only continue to perpetuate which is evil, and that is not of God. God is for freedom of all of his people. So we need to hear the words of the psalmist when he continued to cry out for us today. The psalmist continued to tell us, my friends, over and over again, that God is there. How long will you forget me, Lord? Forever. How long will you hide your face from me? How long will I be left to my own wits? How long, Lord? The time is ours now, my friends. Yet it may be sports that bring a flag down. Some want to hold on. We got to let go of the evil. And when we hold on to evil, you can't have a conscience to give you a new paradigm of what the world will look like. When I watched the news and saw old men crying when the flag was taken down in some counties, all my friends, I think of all of the old men I know that lived in a world into where they couldn't be men, into where they were just boys, grown. Even though they had education, they were doctors and lawyers, but yet they were looked down upon and weaved in the black community, looked down thinking that you had to have a white doctor, you had to have a white pharmacist. But I come today to tell you, they all had to take the same test to get by. So we need to know that we need to stop putting down our own folk. We need to stop putting down our own folks, stop putting down our own schools. We need to stop putting ourselves down and rise up to a new order. And if you hurt some feelings, then hurt them. You got to hurt some feelings. Because justice and truth don't come without a battle. And I come today to tell you, I know Lord that continues to make a way out of no way. When the monuments come down, it's a new order. We don't need to keep lifting up old soldiers of a war that's been lost. We don't need to keep holding up flags. We need to be holding up how we can have better health care. We need to be holding up how every boy and girl can be educated. Not by their color, but just because they need to be educated. We need to be holding up until where every person, when they get sick, they can buy medicine. We need to hold up that when everybody gets sick, they can go into a hospital and it's not judged by how much money you got. All my friends, when God puts a ram in the thicket in the bush, it's for everybody. My God is your God. My God makes a way out of no way. Because I know He made a way out of no way for my life. And I thank God. So racism, your time is almost up. And let us keep dipping away until it's all gone one day. It ain't going to go away overnight. But if we keep chipping at it, keep chipping at it, because the psalmist says, how long? You question? Now it's time for us to continue to elect some more presidents that include everybody. Black women got to be lifted up. Hispanics got to be lifted up. Native Americans got to be lifted up. Asians got to be lifted up. And if you lift up Jesus, you got to lift up everybody. Because the Jesus I know, that died on the cross, said, I live now so that you can live. Yes, like not today. But I want you to know, God will hold you up. When the world is knocking you down, God will prop you up when you can't stand up. And I know as I close, there were days when I couldn't stand up. But God held me up. And when God holds you up, oh, He puts you on the bounce. Until when you know you can keep on walking. And I want you to know today, the past is the past. But let us move to the future. That's why Abraham was faithful. But God said, I got a better way. Let us remain faithful to God's work. And God will make a better way for all of us. In God's peace. Let God use you where you work, where you learn, where you live, and where you play. My friends, don't give up. Keep working. Keep working. Keep working.
Walk in
Yes.
beautiful light. Our mercy shine bright, shine on the day and night. Jesus, the light of the world. In the light, beautiful light. Of mercy shine bright, shine on us by night. Jesus, the light of the world.
Amen.